Hello and welcome to another class. My name is Kyle. I've just finished up filming, and as you can see, I am one of those yogis. I'm drying a bit now, but I'm one of those yogis who sweat. I admire those who don't sweat. It's kind of like a magic trick, but it's a warm day in Lisbon. Today is a class that I like to do when I'm not feeling good. In my life, the thing that brought me to yoga and the thing that kind of challenges me is anxiety, and it may be any dysregulation in your life, be it anger, frustration, sadness, whatever it is. But a practice like this is a nice opportunity to kind of rinse that angst out the body and to reset yourself, so you can see that a practice like yoga is a tool that you can use to take that power back. And you can feel the feelings, but you can allow them to move through the body. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to go through all the movements we need to open the body up. It's a nice full body practice. It's an all levels class. There's opportunity to kind of tone it down or level it up. And if you enjoy this class, this is a condensed version of a longer practice. I have the 60-minute version on my community page. I've put a link down below. It's totally free. If you fancy trying a longer version, there's also a really nice community of people kind of sharing their experiences with their own practice. It's a nice way to be held accountable and just to kind of stay consistent with your practice. But today, if you are feeling a little bit angsty, a little bit awful, a little bit anxious, I'm going to encourage you to focus your breath on your attention. And you may have heard this 1,000 times before, but that's the key to unlocking the magic of yoga. The physical stuff happens. Don't worry about that. You'll get the strength and the mobility. Allow yourself to be with the breath, and you'll see. You'll begin to change the way you feel, and you'll be able to see that yoga is a powerful tool for re-regulating yourself. We're going to begin today in a child's pose. So when you're ready, have the knees out wide, toes touching at the back, extend the arms out in front of you, and slowly get yourself settled in. Maybe you begin to just rock the hips from left to right. And just a bit of housekeeping before we get going. Just want to remind you that you're more than welcome to modify this practice however you like. Don't feel pressurized to do everything I say. So if there's something that doesn't feel right, please change or skip it out. Try your best to stick with the program. And the idea is to try and be with your breath. So focusing the breath and the attention together, and just noticing when you drift off, and see if you can allow the feeling of your breath or the feeling of the sensations of your body as you move to hold your attention, and just see how that changes things. So take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk the hands to the left-hand side of your mat, right hand stacks on top of the left. Stretch the arms out and then pull length as you wrap your right armpit down. Inhale, your hands come through center. Exhale over to the right-hand side. Left hand stacks on top of the right. Extend the arms out, reach, and then sit the hips back to breathe into the left side. Wrap your left armpit down. Inhale, your hands come through center. Exhale, rise up to table, square yourself off. From here, we're going to move into puppy's pose, reaching the hands forwards. First option is to place the hands flat. Second option is to come up onto the fingertips to make it slightly more active. Third option is to put your hands onto some blocks, just to give yourself a bit of height. And then you want to sink the hips, lower either the forehead, chin, or the chest down onto the ground to breathe. And really slowly crawl the hands underneath your shoulders. Come to a tabletop position. Inhale, cow, lower your belly, lift the chin. Exhale, cat, round and curl into the spine and press. Now feel your breath. Inhale, cow, lower the belly, open up. Exhale, cat, curl, empty and press. Two more. Inhale to lower, chin up. Exhale to round, empty and press. Last time, feel. Inhale to lower. Exhale to round, press. Tuck your toes. Inhale to lower the belly and prepare. Exhale, round into the spine and bring your knees to hover just off the floor. Hovering table, hold and breathe. Now remember, you can lower the knees whenever you like. Press the ground away, even the weight between your hands and your feet. Lift your spine up into the sky. So almost round into the back. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, downward facing dog, maybe you need to readjust your hands a little bit forwards. Take 5 slow, deep breaths to arrive. Maybe you take your hips from left to right, or you find stillness, feeling into the breath. See if you can embody your sense of attention, spreading the fingers and pressing evenly into the hands, softening the back of the neck and sending your belly back towards your thighs. Now moving with the sensations. Inhale, plank, or ripple forwards, nice and slow. Exhale, down dog, press back, just like that. 2 more. Inhale, plank, come forwards. Exhale, shift back. Last time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, shift back. Well done. Inhale, plank, ripple forwards. Now, as you exhale, slowly lower to your belly. Take your time. Tuck your elbows in and focus on bringing your chest forwards. Once you get to the bottom, untuck your toes. Squeeze your thighs. Lighten the fingers, elbows facing up. Inhale, cobra to rise. Lift the back of the neck up, shoulders back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra to rise. Lift the chest up and lower. Last time with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Arms underneath your shoulders, fingers facing forwards in a number 11 shape. Tuck your toes. Lift the hips coming into dolphin pose. Head is off the floor, so shake the head yes and no. Relax the neck. Press into the elbows and then squeeze them in. Now you can stay here, focusing on squeezing the elbows and pressing into the ground. If you'd like to build a little bit more strength, we're going to bring our chin to dip it forwards, touch down, and then press back. Now with the breath. Inhale forwards. Come right forwards. Touch down. Exhale. Press back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. 2 more. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Last time. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. To release. Child's pose. Knees out wide. Extend the arms out in front of you and release. Inhale, table to rise. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Send your hips up and lower your heels down. Inhale, bend your knees. Look to the front. Exhale, slowly walk to the top, coming into ragdoll. Feet hip width distance, grab opposite elbows. Bend your knees and gentle sway from left to right. Interlace the hands behind your back. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, squeeze the arms, open the chest, and fold. Options to hold still. Maybe you start to pedal your legs from left to right. Release the hands down. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, half lift. Straighten the spine out, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel. Lengthen. Fold. Inhale, easy twist. Right arm reaches up into the sky. Left arm remains down. Look up to the hand and hold. Maybe you light on the left fingers. Look up to the right hand. Reach to the fingers. Look up. And release. Inhale, easy twist. Left arm reaches. Right hand down. Maybe light on the right fingers or plant the right hand. Look up to the left palm. And release. Inhale, high mountain. Knees bend, arms rise, reach up, interlace the hands above your head, squeeze your thighs, feet are touching. And as you exhale, arch over to the left-hand side, half moon. Now squeeze the thighs, arch over, reach. Inhale through center, reach up. Half moon to the right, arch over to squeeze. Right armpit comes forwards. Head rests neatly in between the hands or the elbows. Inhale to rise. Look up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Cactus the arms. Lift the chest up and arch back. Inhale, arms rise, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, shoulders back. Exhale, chaturanga, step back to plank and lower, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, squeeze, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog, shift back. Inhale, knees bend, look to the front. Exhale, a step, jump or float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, spine straight. Exhale, fold. Inhale, high mountain, arms rise, reach up, interlace. Exhale, half moon to the left-hand side, arch over and squeeze. Inhale to the center, reach. Exhale, half moon to the right, squeeze. Inhale, arms rise, reach up, look up. Exhale, gentle back bend, arch back. Inhale, arms rise, reach up. Exhale, one-legged Tadasana. Right knee comes into the chest, interlace the hands into the front of the knee, squeeze the knee in, lift the chest up. Now flex your front toes and maybe take the knee slightly out towards the right side. Breathe. Now keep the knee high. Release the arms to reach up. Now press down through the left heel to lift the right knee up. And as you exhale, slowly coming to low lunge. Hands down, right leg steps back, touch down, maybe at the same time. Options for blocks underneath your hands. Back knee is up. Inhale, look forwards. Open your chest. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Pyramid pose to press. Now with your breath, inhale, come forwards. Bend, open. Exhale, straighten and press. 2 more. Feel. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Press. Last time. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, back. Inhale, forwards. Plant the hands. 3-legged dog. Left leg extends up and back. Reach up. As you exhale, left knee to right elbow. Cross over and tap. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg sticks up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps forwards and then ground your back heel. Your back knee. Inhale, arms rise. High or crescent moon. Arms reach up. Interlace the hands. As you exhale, gently arch back. Hold and breathe. Now, if you need to, you can tuck your tailbone underneath you. You can even bring the hands to prayer if you need. Shift the hips forwards. Lift the chest forwards, up and back, and breathe. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, half splits. Drop the hips back. Flex the front toes and fold. Draw back on your left hip. Lengthen the belly forwards and down. And release. Inhale, come forwards, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, step back and lower, elbows in. Inhale, up dog to squeeze, lift the chest up. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up, heels down. Inhale, knees bend, look to the front. Exhale, step, jump or float, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straight spine, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. One-legged Tadasana, left knee into the chest, arms rise. As you exhale, interlace the hands into the front of the left shin. Flex the left toes, draw the knee in towards the chest and slightly out towards the left shoulder. Lift the spine up tall and breathe. Focus on the breath. Keep the knee up, arms reach up. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps slowly back. Plant the hands down. Options for blocks. Inhale, look forwards, open your chest. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Pyramid pose. Nice. Inhale, come forwards. Breathe. Open. Exhale, straighten and press. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the breath. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. and release. Plant the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right leg extends up and back. Reach up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, cross over and squeeze. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps forwards. Now ground your back knee. Inhale, arms rise, crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reach up, interlace the hands. As you exhale, gently arch back to breathe. Lift the chest forwards, up and back. Activate your tailbone. Nice deep breath in to reach up. Exhale, half split, straighten the front leg, flex the front toes, and fold to breathe. Draw back on the right hip. Lengthen the belly forwards and down. And release. Inhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Lower halfway, elbows tuck in, chest forwards. Inhale, up dog, power into the arms. Lift the chest up. Exhale, down dog, shift back. Inhale, knees bend, look to the front. Exhale, step, jump or float, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, arms up to breathe. Options for hands at prayer, if it's easier to breathe. Otherwise, arms alongside the ears, nice and strong. Weight back into the heels. Light on the toes. You can see the toes just over the knees. Squeeze your thighs. Maybe a slight tuck of your tailbone. Now, options to just stay like this and breathe. Otherwise, take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly begin to sink all the way down to the ground. Take your time. Use your hands if you need. You're coming right down to the heels. We're going to make our way onto the floor. Now, everyone can meet on the floor, coming into Navasana, boat pose. Options. Either placing the feet down, hands behind, to open the chest and hold. Alternatively, you can bring the arms out in front. Lift the legs up to anything breathable, high up or low. See if you can prioritize an opening of your chest. Now, you can stay and hold. Otherwise, take a deep breath in to lift up slightly. And as you exhale, the low boat, come down. Inhale to rise. Open the chest. Exhale down with your breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. Inhale, rise. Down. Keep going. 3 more. Inhale, up, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. And down. Last one. Inhale to rise, to hold. Now, lift your toes and your fingers up into the sky. Reach for the sky. Hold for 5. Reach, 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 even if it's shaking. 4, lift. 3, lift, lift, lift. 2, and release. Coming into reverse table. Plant the feet, hands behind, fingers forward. Press into the hips and lift up to hold and breathe. Squeeze the thighs. Press into the heels. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lower. Well done. Cross the legs. You're going to roll over the shins. Press back through your vinyasa. Lowering to chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale up to squeeze. Lift up. Exhale, down dog. Shift back. Well done. From here, half pigeon, bringing your right shin through and down. Now, if you know what you're doing in half pigeon, you can make your way in there. I'm just going to illustrate a variation. Figure 4 on the back. Right foot there. Flex the toes, either pressing into the front of the leg, or you can swim the arms through to take hold of the front shin. It's a nice option if the right knee is sore. Otherwise, right knee is on the far right side of the mat, on the right, right, right. If your bum is floating, you can either place a pillow or a block. If you don't have one now, that's fine, just for future note, just to rest. Open the chest. Exhale, shift the hands forwards. Find something breathable. Close the eyes and focus on the feeling of your breath. And release. Come onto the hands, press back to downward facing dog. Take a moment just to pedal the legs out. And left foot steps forward, half pigeon. Left knee to the far left-hand side of the mat. Find your variation. Inhale to open your chest up. As you exhale, walk the hands to something breathable. Eyes closed and feel into the breath. And release. Just extend both legs out in front of you, coming into Paschimottanasana. Come into the front of your sitting bones. Bend your knees, flex your toes. Inhale, arms reach up. And as you exhale, shift forwards, fold, and release. And release to roll up, coming into reverse table. Plant the feet hip width distance, hands behind. Nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lift the hips up. Hold and breathe. And release to lower. From here, we're going to make our way down onto our backs, coming into one round of bridge or wheel. If wheel is in your practice and you're feeling comfortable and ready and confident, you go straight into bridge. Straight into wheel. Otherwise, for bridge, you're having your feet hip width distance. You're going to touch the back of your heels with your fingers and then lift the hips up into the sky. Now press down through the heels, squeeze your thighs, lift the hips up. Options to keep the hands flat. Otherwise, if you can interlace the hands behind your back. Then squeeze the arms and then begin to roll the shoulders, lift the hips up and breathe. And slowly release to lower. Allow the knees just to fall in towards one another. Take a moment. From here, we're going to set ourselves up for a round of shoulder stand, sending the legs up into the sky. As a variation, you can move into legs up the wall, having just the legs dangle in the sky, or maybe you place a block underneath the lower back or a pillow just to give your hips a bit of height so you can let them kind of decompress in the sky. Otherwise, elbows down beside you, swing the hips, hands at the small of your back, fingers facing up. Now make sure your arms and your hands are strong and feel steady at the base, and then begin to extend the legs up to hold and breathe. Go slow and squeeze your thighs, point your toes. Just imagine trying to touch the ceiling. Hold and breathe. Slowly begin to bend your knees. Let them hover somewhere comfortable. And then we're going to lower all the way to the ground, drawing our right knee into the chest, extending the left leg long. Reclined wind remover, place the left leg down. Moving straight into a supine twist. Right knee goes to the left-hand side, eyes come over the right shoulder to hold and breathe. And release. Draw the right knee in. Give it a good squeeze. And exchange. Left leg comes in. Right leg comes out long. Tuck flex your toes, tuck your chin, supine twist over to the right, eyes over the left shoulder to breathe. And release. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourselves a nice squeeze. Take a moment of gratitude for your physical body and your practice. And as you release into Savasana, to relax. Let the toes fall out, palms face up. Get yourself settled in, close the eyes. And see if you can allow the sensations, the feeling of your breath, or the feeling of your body to hold your attention, and just keep coming back to that. Just the returning of the attention inwards, that's the practice. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, release, and relax. Now you're welcome to lay here for as long as you like. There really is no rush. Well done for putting such amazing effort into your self-practice. If you're interested in the longer version, the 60-minute version, then have a look at the links below. You can go and have a look at the community and give it a try. You might find it to be really nice to extend the practice out. Otherwise, I will see you here for another practice. Namaste.